everyone, it's Hatsy and I'm back with another build video in The Sims 4, and today we are building a very special house because this is for the release of Cats and Dogs and I got an early copy, so I'm really grateful to EA for sending me that, thank you. And yeah, we're going to be building like a massive house, but the twist is there's only one bedroom, I'm sorry. However, I had this idea in my head. This is like what I was thinking. So I love the film Legally Blonde, and I thought how fun would it be to make a character like that in The Sims 4. Make like loads of little Pomeranian dogs. Not that she has, I don't think she has many Pomeranians. I think she has like one or two, I think. There may even be chihuahuas. But anyway, the idea was a person that really likes pink, very girly, like an airhead, but has a lot of little dogs and they have a little place for them and it's really cute. So that's what I thought for this build. I don't know, I wanted to do something different, and I don't usually create like many big houses for one sim. And it's strange actually, because if I'm playing the game myself, I actually prefer to play with one sim usually, just because I like to keep an eye on them. It's really easy. And I'd actually suggest that, you know, if anyone's watching that is new to The Sims and you've recently bought Cats and Dogs or you're going to buy it, then my suggestion would be start with one sim, because as soon as you start with 8 sims, like you're just going straight in for a disaster basically. Like master the one, and then, you know, as time goes on you can up the amount of members in the household. Pretty good. So it's really late when I'm recording this, and I'm sorry if my voice is going to go through this. I feel like I'm going to be a man by the end. Honestly, it is 1:30 in the morning and I got the expansion at 7. My internet, thanks BT, is absolutely dreadful, and it took me like 2 hours to even download it. So the release for the embargo is like 8 AM tomorrow morning. So I'm trying to get out my first video, which is a build, but it's tough because yeah, it would have been really cool to like have a couple of days, not gonna lie. But to be fair, I did see this coming. So what I did was I had a nap beforehand and I had like 2 hours to myself. I don't know, I felt like I was preparing for a flight or something, because usually if I have like a really early flight in the morning, I'll have a nap in the middle of the day. It felt like that. I was like, nope, Sims 4 Cats and Dogs is coming out later. I need a nap. I need as much sleep as I can get because I'm going to be doing that. So I have a few ideas, and you'll probably be seeing a lot of videos on the channel within the next couple of days. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to have a little break for I think a day or two, and then get my Let's Play sorted and then release that. That is the plan. If everything goes smoothly. But knowing me, it's not going to go smoothly. No. In fact, I thought today was pretty smooth until I ended up in the doctor's. Yeah, I know, I've hurt my foot, so not going too well. I don't know even why I'm laughing. It's just, it's luck, isn't it? It's terrible. It's against me every time. On to the build. I was using a lot of the new windows just because it's supposed to be a pets only build. Now I will say that there is a part in this video that you will see me use a gate from another pack, and the reason why I did that was because I wanted to see how it looked. I also wanted other people to see how it looked. It looked really nice, by the way. But I wanted you to know how it looks with that specific gate, just in case you have that pack. And the pack that I used was the toddler stuff pack, but when this builds on the gallery, it's not going to have that in. So it was only for one room, and it was just so you could see the gates because they look so cute. And the inspiration for one of the rooms, I'll probably talk about that in a bit. No, may as well talk about it now. I've mentioned it, why? But yeah, I'm just really excited about this room. And anyway, I got inspired off a Facebook video. Yeah, I know, Facebook. I hate Facebook. You probably know that. But Facebook's like my least favourite platform, because a lot of the time I just think that the homepage is just filled with rubbish. But about 3 years ago, I actually got one helpful post, which was like a Pomeranian hotel. And that was also where the inspiration came from. And it was like really cute because all these Pomeranians were running around and they had their separate rooms and stuff like that. So that really inspired me. And if you do want to see the Sims or the pets, then that'll be a create a sim and a speed edit as well. Like that's going to be cool because I've never done a speed edit of a pet before. I'm aware that I don't actually sound like me at the moment. Honestly, my voice is bad. Why does this happen? It hits a certain time and my voice just goes. It's like it just drops and I'm a man. It's like between the hours of 10:30 and I'm gonna say 11 a.m. I'm a man. Like that's literally it. And then for the rest of the day I'm a female. Like that's genuinely how it feels right now. I'm sorry. Oh, another thing as well, landscaping. So this is a interesting thing. You'll be pleased to know that, well, if you like landscaping, you'll be pleased to know that you can now size down objects. So I'll probably be doing a tutorial about how to make landscaping look nice, but this probably isn't the best video to watch me on because I'm new to this as well. It takes me a little bit of time to get my bearings with stuff, and I think that's what's gonna happen with this landscaping. Tune back in a couple of weeks and you'll just see me and it'll be good, I promise you. But now, no, this is not my moment to shine. I'm sorry. I did not know what I was doing with any of this. This is a shock. This is like, I don't even know how I can describe this feeling. It's like doing the same activity every single day, like over and over again. And then all of a sudden, your routine just gets completely changed up and you don't know what to do. You're stuck. Where do you start? You don't. I think I mentioned this. I went to a garden centre a few weeks ago. Like one of the only times I ever left the house. Yeah, a few weeks ago now. But it was interesting because there was this massive fish there. I don't even know where the link was. But this fish looked so big. And it was like £300 or something. It was mad. Like who pays £300 for a fish? I'm sorry. There'll be one person in the comments like, excuse me. I paid £300 for that fish. No, this one though, it was like a shock. It was massive and it just really frightened me. But also it kind of intrigued me because I would have liked to have had it if I'd have had a pond in my back garden. But no, I'd like one eventually, but it's just the wrong house. And also, I'm really aware that the problem is like my neighbour's gardens look over mine. It's just awkward, honestly. I don't use my garden a lot because of that, you know? I don't want to be like outside sunbathing and then I've got to worry about a neighbour just like looking through the window. Not that they would. Actually, I've got really good neighbours at the moment. I didn't used to. Yeah, my neighbours at the moment, they just kind of like stay out of everyone's way and they're just quiet and that's great. The only issue is, I do have a bit of an issue. And I mentioned this a while ago. There is one neighbour down the street that they're always in and I'm not always in. So what will happen is they will sometimes sign for my parcels, which is really nice and I really appreciate it. But there have been a few times where I haven't got the slip of paper to say that my mail was dropped off with my neighbour. So yeah, they ended up keeping like one of my packages for like 2 weeks once. Just like didn't say anything. No, just kept it. But like, I didn't know to go round for it because I didn't have the slip. And that's something to watch out for. And oh my goodness, something massive got delivered to my house the other day. It was ginormous. It couldn't even fit through the door and it wasn't even mine. And the delivery man was like, okay, well your neighbour's out, so I'm just gonna have to leave it here. And I was just like, are you joking? I've got guests. And like, they're not gonna fit past this box, I'm sorry. But no, not good. But I did take it in the end. This was supposed to be the training grounds for the Pomeranians because all the dogs are gonna be Pomeranians. Yeah, this is gonna be the least diverse crate a sim I think I've ever done, just because all the dogs are exactly the same. Least diverse crate a pet, sorry. Yeah, because they're all the exact same breed. But I was kind of getting the hang of these plants at this point. I've never actually seen plants like this in real life, but I wanted to kind of put them around the garden, but not overdo it as well, because sometimes I think I do with landscaping. And I don't think every house needs like so much greenery that you can't even see the house. Like, do you want a house with that greenery? That's the question. But no, I think it looks okay. It's fairly alright. It's laid back greenery. That's what I like. I am going to be making a video on puppies because I'm going to try and breed them. I don't know if you can even breed the dogs. I don't know. I'm having like serious Pets 5, Cats 5, Dogs 5 flashbacks now to my childhood because that was like all I did. I just used to sit for hours in my room just like trying to get to these cats and dogs to have puppies and kittens, and like it was the toughest thing ever. Honestly, I did like that game. I don't know why they stopped making them because it was good. But to be fair, probably wouldn't be too good now looking back. I've done that a lot. Like I've kind of had this amazing memory of a game and then I've revisited it and it has not been what I thought it was. Like the Harry Potter one. So I used to play that as a child and I revisited it a couple of years ago and wow. Like Hagrid looks like a thumb and I don't think Ron's got any neck and things like that. Like it was good for the time, like really good and really advanced, but now it's just like, what was I doing? Why did I think this was so advanced at the time? Yeah, so that's that. I don't know what the signs were all about, to be honest. Like I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe I will in gameplay mode, but yeah, I wasn't feeling the empty sign. It feels a bit lonely and it would be really cool to be able to write your own text on, like the Jeffersons household or something like that. I don't know, like on the front of the sign. How cool would that be? That would be really cool. Now, this is weird because I know I mentioned a while ago that I nearly bought a house in Germany. In fact, I nearly bought a lot of houses in Germany because, it was a nightmare actually. But there was one house that we were gonna buy, but we didn't even like look round it. That was the thing. We fell in love with it from the pictures and it actually looked really similar to this house. Like it was pink and all the rooms just looked amazing, like amazing. But what ended up happening was the woman was so attached to it that she took it off the market. I don't know why people do that. Why do people put houses on the market and then decide that they don't want to put them on the market anymore? It's just so flaky. I'm sorry. Like if anyone's watching this that has had that, my parents were going to buy a house ages ago and it was a blessing that they didn't, but at the time they were just gutted because what happened was they fell in love with this house and they put an offer in, it was accepted. They then did a survey of the house, which they spent like £500 on or something like that. And then the woman decided that she didn't want to sell it. But this was after a lot of stuff went through. Like my parents' house was up for sale. I think they had an offer. They were set on buying this home. And they were like planning furniture for it and everything. And yeah, anyway, she just backed out and she was like, nope, don't want to sell it. Sorry, you're not getting your money back. And it was really awkward because apparently my dad saw the lady in Asda a few years after. And anyway, she was a bit of a strange woman, I remember. She frightened me, like really frightened me. She was very tall. She was about 7 foot tall. And she had curly hair, but I think it might have been a wig. I don't know. But she had massive hands, like the biggest hands I've ever seen in my life. I know, but I was a child, like that's the thing. And she was very over the top, like very over the top. And everything was a massive deal. And she was a bit jumpy as well. And okay, if you've watched my other videos and if you watched, I think on the podcast that I did a while back with my friend Kayla, I think I mentioned on there that I have a fear of tall people. I'm sorry, I do. It may have even been from this woman. She was jumpy and she was tall, and that's the worst combination. So anyway, my dad was putting his trolley back in Asda and she pops up behind him and she says, oh, would you mind if I had your trolley? And she's like, you know, kind of laughing like, haha, that kind of thing. And I don't think she realised that it was my dad. And my dad turned around and he said, as soon as I can have my £500 and walked off. I thought it was brilliant. Like that is so good. And it's just so clever. Like it's not in your face. It's not anything. It's proving a point. It's proving that actually no, you can't, and you were, you know, wrong to let us down like that. I liked it. It was subtle, you know? So that's good. Yeah, like that's what I aspire to be. I'm not so subtle. That's one thing I do not have. Anyway, going on to the inside of the house. So the whole of it was pink to begin with, but then I decided to add other colours to it to mix it up, because I think you'll have noticed at this point what I was noticing, which is the fact that a lot of the switches of items we don't get in pink. It's annoying because we don't have a colour wheel. I know, to be a downer on it, like I don't want to be, but this would have been really cool because I could have changed all the colours. Who knows, maybe in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Where will I even be in 20 years? Oh my goodness. I will probably be 20 years time. So I'll be what, 43? Oh my goodness, no. I don't want to be 43. I'm paranoid about being 23. I feel like I'm old, and it doesn't help my voice now because my voice now sounds old, but that is to do with the time as well, because it does go after a certain time. 43, I think I'll have like a barn conversion somewhere in the UK, and I'll have like a family, and I'll have probably loads of dogs, probably like 8 dogs by that point, because I think I'll just keep convincing my husband to just like add another one on. I'm doing that at the moment. I'm trying to get three dogs because I already have 2, and I really want a 3rd one because I want a pack. Like I don't want just 2. I don't know, I just want more, you know? And that's it. I love big families. So this was the gate that I was talking about, the fence and the gate. So you can see how it looks with a toddler stuff pack. It looks adorable, doesn't it? I know, thank you. But I was really happy with this, and it just doesn't look as good with other walls, in my opinion. And I think this is really cute because, well, the idea was that I was going to put a little mini picture of each dog by the gate, so you'd know which room is which. That was the plan. But I didn't have enough time because I really need to get this build out. My voice is already going. I'm already half male, and it's a problem. Like, this is a problem because I'm trying to get as many videos out for pets as I can, you know, without rushing it, because I'd rather focus on really good quality content. But at the same time, I want the channel to be like active during this time, like, you know, posting regularly and stuff like that. Also, I'm really inspired at the moment, so I'm trying to get out as many things as possible because I want to put more stuff out there, like even more. And that's that. And I'm also aware of the fact that I'm going to be disappearing for like 1 or 2 days just to focus on Let's Play. The Let's Play. It's not even a Let's Play, it's a machinima. Like, what am I even doing? I don't know what it is. This is a problem. I am just massively conflicted at this point. But yeah, so we finished off the bathroom. It was a small room. It's strange because there's 2 bathrooms here and there's just 1 bedroom. Well, technically, there are 6 bedrooms here if you include the dogs' rooms. You could include the dogs' rooms. That would be a twist. No, not much of a twist. Anyway, this is the kitchen. The kitchen was really pretty by the end because I kept the ongoing theme of pink, but it also looks traditional. So the backstory for the woman that lives in this house, this is the idea. So she's really lazy and her parents have either left the area or they like passed away or something. I don't know. But in fact, no, let's not do that because that's every single Disney movie, really, isn't it? And I hate that. That's one of the things that I've never liked about Disney. It's the fact that they leave out the parents in a lot of their movies and a lot of their TV shows. It's always like the parents have moved or one of them's died or like they got divorced or something like that. I don't know. There's like very rarely there are happy households, and I bet you could point them out and you could be like, actually, I disagree because of this, and this. But a lot of the time, like a lot of the princesses, if you look at all the princesses, I mean, do they have happy homes? No. Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty? I don't think. Ariel? No, Ariel has a dad, but she doesn't have a mum. Stuff like that, I don't know. Like, it does obviously happen and it is unfortunate when it does, but I just feel like they do it with a lot of movies, just personally anyway. So back to the story. Well, she's just supposed to be quite lazy and she's not supposed to do many things for herself. She has like a lot of money and things like that, and the idea is that she just like lives with her dogs and that's like her pride and joy. She's also supposed to be a committophobe, so she doesn't like relationships, but she could have a lot of people around the house, like if you know what I mean. But I think that's pretty good because that kind of leaves space for a big backstory. Like, she could cause some serious drama. Like, what if, let's say she had something with somebody, but then she realised that somebody lives in the town and they have a family, and it's so much drama. Like, this could be a very dramatic scenario. So yeah, it could be fun. And if you do use this house and her, I'd love to know because I love when people use my builds and stuff like that. So onto the dressing room. I have to keep pausing the video because my voice. But dressing room was very simple. I used the same decoration for the clothes, and that's because all her clothes are pink pretty much, so it made sense. She wasn't gonna have like other coloured clothes in there. Made sense for them all to be one colour. And I was just adding some decorations to the walls, again, like remembering that I could size things down and having fun with that. And then this was the last room in here, so this is her bedroom. I wanted to make it quite big. It is unfortunate how the roofing comes through, but I will fix that from when I put it on the Sims 4 gallery, so that won't actually be like that in your game. It will be like that on the screenshots though, just because I'm stuck for time and I didn't want to log in, log out, do all that stuff. So yeah, like ignore that because it won't be there, I promise. But it's just for now, pretty much, that it's a matter of time. It's because I'm aware as well that I have to be up in the morning at like 8, 9, I think. I won't be releasing the video for then. I'm probably going to be releasing it like later on in the morning. But I need to get up because I'm going to the gym and stuff like that. And I have a big training session tomorrow, so I'm aware of that. And I tried one last thing, but it didn't work, so ignore that. With the stairs, doesn't happen. It looked too claustrophobic and I didn't like it, so I removed it. Anyway, that is the end of the build. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see all future ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.